Good morning and welcome to Fat Cow Farm. Now here we are at the High Tunnel Hoop House, continuing on with our little power hut, I suppose, little solar power hut. We've finished the frame on previous video, and what I wanted to quickly show you was the lining of what we're going to be doing. Now this material, or this timber, has been milled on site and had a few leftovers, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to get this all squared away and use some of the offcuts. Now, what I've done is I've only finished off one side at the moment. I've still got the two ends to square away, and I've got to build a, so I've got the two ends, and I've got to put in a door frame, and I'll continue through. So I've got a little bit more work ahead of me, but the concept's coming together. I've been checking the solar panel during now that we've got a bit of sun coming through, because it's been a terrible couple of weeks, and we're pulling some big volts. So the way that we've set that up, as you remember, we're running a north-south. So directly in front of me now is north, and the panel's generating a lot, so it's not going to have any problems charging up the 12-volt batteries that we're going to have in here to put the power back into the hoop house. Now, as we were talking about previously, we're going to be setting up some circulation fans inside the hoop house for summer. Now, what we're noticing is that already we're sort of coming through, and it's getting really quite warm in the high tunnel, and so we want to get that air circulation moving around. So anyway, this is what it's all about. I've got a little bit more to continue on with. Once I've got this all squared away, I've got the ends and I've got the door on, I'll put the floor in, and when I'll come back and I'll set up some batteries, and I'll come and find you, and I'll see you soon. All right then, so absolutely got soaking wet last night, or yesterday afternoon. Working away, happy little beaver, and all of a sudden, bang, massive storm cloud came in. So I've jumped on the solar hut this morning, and I finished off the side walls. I finished off the floor, so that's all good to go. I've still got to make up a door frame and then get some cladding onto that across the front. We'll just do a simple little deadlock here, a little slide bolt for closing. And I reckon tomorrow I'll be ready to start putting in all the electronics. So we've got the batteries, and we'll start charging those up. We've got the charge controller, and then I can start working out what we're going to do with our conduits running into the hoop house. So I've got a few other little things to go in, because I've been checking the temperature here this morning in the hoop house here, and we've just cracked 30. So I really certainly need to get that air circulating through through inside there. So I've got a few things to do. I'll get to it. I'll come and find you, and I'll see you soon. Alrighty then. Well, we've finally finished our little solar hut for the High Tunnel Hoop House. I'm absolutely stoked. Now, all the materials here have been sourced one way or the other, like all the timber. It's come from the forest section, it's all been milled. Some leftover galvanized pipes, some old damaged solar panels, and they're working a treat. So come around the front, I've got the door on, and I've actually got the batteries in. So we're all pretty much good to rock and roll. So, door's all in place. I even found a handle. So, now what we've got now is the two batteries. Now these are the old 6-volt batteries from the homestead, from being off the grid. So these were a couple of the good ones that didn't shut down. So they still had good cells, so we've kept them, and we've just got them working as a 12-volt system. Now what we've done is I've now mounted our little solar charger. We're just using an MMPT here. So that's basically working out the best amount of energy that we can take from the solar panel, especially on those cloudy days. You wouldn't know today, but over those cloudy days, we want to make sure that we've got a lot of charge coming through into the batteries. So what we've got is our batteries now hook up, ready to rock and roll. Now it's a little bit oversized really for what we're using it for, but we'll start filling it up. I'm sure we will. So what we're going to do now is run a direct feed underground into the hoop house. Now, as you can see here is the auto doors or windows are already starting to open because it's pretty warm in there. It's about 28, 30 degrees. So what we'll need to do is source these fans out fairly soon. Now, what I'm thinking is that to keep it all in motion, radiator fans off a vehicle. Now, 12 volt and also environmentally sealed, so they're already waterproof. So I'm probably going to go down that sort of way, and I'm just trying to see what sort of size I can find, and then I can get all that set up. Now, I have found some temperature control gauges that will run for each fan. So as an example, we'll start running one at maybe 28 degrees. We'll start the other one at maybe 32. Don't know yet, but we'll certainly work that out. So power from the solar hut, powering up the high tunnel hoop house. What more could you want, mate? How good's this? For all about everything else, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.